Hooters Formula Cup cars and the Hooters Cup late models. My name is Fred Pump, and I'll be calling all the action in the pits for you. Up topside, Mark Bouchardi and Roby Helm.
Thank you very much, Fred Pump. Roby Helm along with Mark Bouchardi. And tonight's action from Hooters Racing and Hooters Sports Production is brought to you by Hooters, home of nearly world-famous chicken wings. By Jackaroo Barbie Sauce, it's not just for barbecue anymore. By Naturally Fresh Salad Dressing, nature's finest ingredients blended naturally, pour it on. By Red Dog Beer, bold yet smooth, unusually easy to drink, you are your own dog. And by Goodyear, #1 in racing, #1 in tires. Mark Bouchardi, a very unique racetrack here at Flemington Speedway. A lot of history at this track. Built back in the 1800s. They started racing cars here in 1915. It is a square racetrack. It has 4 unique turns and 4 straightaways.
Well, they got 2 straightaways between 1 and 2, and 3 and 4 they call the short chutes. They're a little shorter than the 2 on the front and the back straightaway. This used to be a horse racing track. They'd race horses during the day, and then they'd put dirt cars on it at night. Usually during the time of the fair every year, they'd run races at night for the automobiles. But this track is square in the way it looks, but they run it as a true oval. These cars tonight, the Formula 2 cars, told me that if they're running right, they will never lift around this racetrack. They will run flat out on the edge the whole race. This 60-lap race will be run flat out.
And the Hooters Cup cars on the speedway, and the point battle is taking shape in this division with Alan May and Anthony Lazaro up there battling for the top position in points, and they're going to be starting quite a ways back through the field, Mark Bouchardi, as the cars are lining up on the speedway now.
Well, Anthony Lazaro had a great qualifying run. He's had the fastest qualifying, but he drew the pill number 10. So he'll be starting in the 10th position. Alan May, who's just a little bit ahead of him in points, and won a position. He qualified 6th and will start 8th. So these are the 2 cars we probably need to watch most of the night.
That's Anthony Lazaro in car #1 and the number 99 car of Alan May. Mark, if you've got the starting lineup handy there, we'll go ahead and run down the starting lineup for tonight's 60-lap Hooters Formula Cup race. And starting on the pole position in car number 27, it'll be Kyle Conzer out of Waterford, Michigan in the K&K maintenance car. Outside of row 1, Hal Corbin out of Marietta, Georgia in the 61 car. Row 2 on the inside, it'll be Adam Wright in the 09 car out of Columbus, Ohio. Sam Schmidt, car number 5, he'll be on the outside of row 2. Third row on the inside, John Calcutt out of Rockford, Illinois in the Rock River Ford. Outside of him in car number 8, a good qualifying effort for John Jernigan Jr., a rookie out of Oak Ridge, Tennessee in the Valvoline Van Diemen. Fourth row on the inside in car number 10, David Elliott out of Leeburn, Georgia in the Progressive Motorsports Van Diemen. Outside of him in car number 99 from Dallas, Texas, Alan May in the Colmet D'Agostino Racing Van Diemen. Fifth row on the inside, car number 20, Nemo Gidley out of San Rafael, California, the DSTP Motorsports Van Diemen. Outside of him in car number 1, Anthony Lazaro, the defending champion on the Hooters Cup circuit out of Ackworth, Georgia, in the Jackaroo Barbie Sauce B&G Products Van Diemen. Mark Bouchardi, and going down through this field, we have pretty much a whole field of Van Diemen race cars, but we do have a couple other cars represented here with the Swifts and the Reynards.
Well, as far as I know, there's only 1 Swift and 1 Reynard. And these cars are different than the others, and kind of like the difference between a Chevrolet and a Ford. You see more Chevrolets because the parts are easier to get. That's why the Swifts and the Reynards, they don't run them so much because the parts are harder to get, and they're a little more expensive.
And the fans in the stands here at Flemington Speedway on their feet, waving to the drivers as they get set for the start. Let's continue to run down the lineup. Starting 11th in car number 76, it'll be Ollie Bessinger out of Carpentersville, Illinois. And 12th starting spot, the 28 car, Rick Rushton out of Santa Fe, New Mexico. 7th row on the inside, Brett O'Neill in car number 33 out of Pembroke Park, Florida. Outside of him in car number 9, it'll be John Penna out of Hackenstein, New Jersey. In the 15th starting spot on the inside of row 8 in car number 72, it'll be Tim Richardson, a rookie out of Owings Mills, Maryland. Outside of him in car number 77, Keith Altiro out of Hollywood, Florida. And continuing to run down through the field, starting 17th in car number 3, it'll be John Arinda. Nelson Calais out of Bogota, Colombia. Car number 22 starts 18th. 19th, it'll be Robert Wright in car number 94. The 20th starting spot goes to Chris Winkler in car number 29. 21st starter will be Mark Cruz in car number 95. Ricky Rutt, car number 57, starts 22nd. 23rd will be Jarrett Schroeder. That'll be a car that we'll be watching. One of the top drivers in the series out of Vineland, New Jersey. He crashed during practice, couldn't qualify. He'll start 23rd in car number 96. And the 24th starter in car number 92 out of Haines City, Florida, it'll be Marilyn McCrary in the Nikon Sports Optics Van Diemen. So that's the field is set. All attention now in the front row. Kyle Konzer out of Waterford, Michigan on the pole position. The red number 27. Outside of him, it'll be Hal Corbin in car number 61. And the field has been given the 1-to-go signal, and we'll be looking for green flag this time by Mark Bishardi. Here they come out of turn 4. Tony Boswell waves the green flag, and our 60 lap Hooters Formula Cup race is underway. 3 wide for second spot. Out of turn number 2. Again, this is a square oval. 4 turns and 4 straightaways. A good battle for that second spot. And Mark Bishardi, it's Anthony Lazaro in the number 1 car. He's already worked his way up into that 4th position.
He got a good start on this field. These cars are so unique in that they look like little Indy cars. They're fast, but they've got to be careful because these cars can explode into this guardrail in a hurry. They were told in the drivers' meeting tonight to drive within yourself because you can get hurt in a hurry here.
Battle up front for the lead, side by side. We've got the number 27 car of Kyle Konzer. Looks like Sam Schmidt in the 5 car on the inside as they come out of turn number 4. It'll be Sam Schmidt moving underneath Kyle Konzer to take the lead.
Well, Sam Schmidt was your second fastest qualifier, so he drew a good pill in starting where he's at, and he got to the front in a hurry.
Sam Schmidt started 4th on the field, is now working in the lead as lap number 4 is being worked at this time. Kyle Konzer, car number 27, in the second spot, running 3rd in the 09 car. It'll be Adam Wright. And the battle we've been watching is watching Anthony Lazaro. There you see him in that blue, yellow, and red Jackaroo barbecue sauce car, the defending Hooters Formula Cup champion. He is up and running in the 4th position, now challenging for 3rd on Adam Wright in the 09 car.
I was just watching the 99 car of Alan May, who's won 3 races so far this year. He was real loose several times. I don't know whether he's getting on the throttle too hard coming off the turns, trying to make up too much racetrack at one time, but that car seems awful loose.
Well, as you said at the top of the show, these guys are pretty much running flat out around the speedway. They really don't have to lift off the throttle. These cars are powered by 2,000cc, pretty much stock production, 4-cylinder Ford engines, Mark Bishardi.
Yes, and they run identical motors.
We've got trouble on the front straightaway. It's the 45 car spinning, and we have got styrofoam bouncing down the front straightaway. As we had a car make heavy contact into the wall, another car involved, the 95 car pulling away on the inside. But it looked like the brunt of that impact taken by car number 45. And that's John Calcutt, who started in the 5th spot. The 95 car also got into the styrofoam. Mark Cruz at the back of the pack, and he was able to pull away. And Mark Bishardi, that styrofoam, as you just said before, just exploded on the front straightaway. And for those of you that are not familiar with the foam blocks that are used here at Flemington Speedway, they do have foam blocks up against the steel guardrails. And here we have we were going to have an instant replay. I'm sure they'll have that coming up here in just a second. But they have styrofoam blocks around the steel guardrails here at Flemington Speedway. It serves 2 purposes: to protect the driver from a serious injury and protect that car from being damaged. And on the 45 car, all 4 wheels are still on the John Calcutt automobile, so those styrofoam blocks did their job, Mark.
I didn't see the accident when it happened, but we looked up and it looked like it was snowing into the grandstands with much foam that was coming up here. But looking at the car, his wheels are packed with styrofoam, so he had to have hit it pretty flat. All 4 wheels are still there, so hopefully everything will be all right. He may not race again tonight.
Okay, we're going to take a look at the replay of the incident on the front straightaway as they clean the racetrack up. There you can see that foam still out there. The car's hitting it, bouncing it up in the air. And it does look like a blizzard on the front straightaway as those styrofoam blocks coming apart.